The more you say yes, you're not doing things that you actually want to do. You're draining your spiritual self. You're draining your core values. So over time, you obviously are going to burn out. Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Saying no will set you free, and just prioritizing the things that you want, learning how to say yes in certain situations and learning how to say no in certain situations will truly free you, especially if you're a people pleaser. And I know you clicked on this video because you might identify with being a people pleaser or someone that says yes to every single thing. Well, I'm here to help you. Before we get started into this video, I'm going to ask you 4 questions and just answer this with either a true or a false. Number 1, do you constantly feel like you have to show up for your friends, show up for your family because you feel like no one's going to do it, so I'm going to do it? Yes or no? When you're in a group of friends or with your family, do you feel like you struggle with being accepted? Number 3, do you have a fear of missing out? FOMO? Yeah. Number 4, do you feel secure with the choices that you make in your life? And if you answer these questions and you scored at least 3 trues over 4, then yeah, you have a lot of things to work on, which is why I'm here to address that situation for you. If you identify with those questions, then you might come from a background of people who you think have high expectations of you and you don't want to disappoint them, which is why you're always saying yes. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you come first in any relationship that you're in your family, in your friendships, in your romantic relationships. So you should feel comfortable enough to address your opinions. You shouldn't feel like an obligation to constantly please whatever that they want to do. For the journey to start saying no, you have to set clear boundaries. What are some things that you know about yourself you wouldn't change, that you would not allow anyone to change? That no matter what, this is who I am, this is how it's always going to be, no matter what people or like whatever society says to you, this is my personality and these are the core values that I hold dear to my heart. You should figure those things out and then address that to the people in your life, the relationships in your life. This prevents people from overstepping boundaries and it leaves a clearer window for you to say no in situations like this. An example would be like if you have friends and you've clearly set a boundary like, oh, I'm not a person who likes to party, I'm not a person who likes to drink, but they keep on asking you, and do you want to go drink? Your people pleaser self will say, oh yes, let's go, like yeah. But if you set a clear boundary, oh, I'm not a drinker, I don't like drinking, so maybe in the future don't ask me to go drink. So if they still ask you the next time, oh, let's go drink, they should expect you to say no. Boundaries really help a lot, so I think I'll make a separate videos on diving deep on how to truly set boundaries and learn more about yourself. Another reason why you're not saying no enough is because you're not being selfish. I know that sounds a little weird, like yeah, I should be selfless, I should love people. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. You should definitely do that. But if you're having a problem with saying no, it's because you're prioritizing other people's feelings over yours, which is why it's hard for you to come to a clear stance and say, no, I'm not going to do that. You're putting people at a higher stance than you. Like these are your friends over here and this is you down here. Like these are the people who, your family, everyone, they hold way more value than you in your head, which is why everything that they say, you're like, yes, yes, yes. You have to bring yourself, switch these places, okay? You come first. You're the one that matters more. You're the one that brought yourself into this friendship, okay? So prioritize your opinions, prioritize what you bring to the table, to that friendship. They should not always be doing the impacting in your life. You should also be doing the impacting in your life. You shouldn't be a sponge that just always, yes, receives. Over a while, like that sponge begins to leak. You begin to hate yourself because now all the things that you wanted to do, you can't do it because you said yes every single time. Now you don't have a solid foundation to grow off on, so you need to squeeze that sponge dry by saying no sometimes, okay? Fear of missing out. This is the one thing that I truly hate. Like, it just... But most of you guys can't say no because you have FOMO, fear of missing out. You are not missing out on anything, okay? I could give you an example from my perspective. I used to have a ton of FOMO my first semester of college. Like, every time someone asked me, oh, you want to go out? But yes. Over time, it started like building up because I didn't prioritize myself. I wasn't taking time for myself. I was prioritizing other people. Oh yeah, let me go out because, oh, I don't want to seem like a bad person. I don't want to seem like I'm boring. Or what if something interesting happens and I miss it? Fear of missing out. You overcommit to things that you cannot do because you feel like you're missing out. We're not. Okay, there's so many years in your life that you have so many opportunities. This is how much you have in this much of your life. You have so much more time. So this much of not going out or like not experiencing that one fun in your life, it's not gonna ruin your entire life. You have so many other days, so many other years, many other people you will meet. So why overcommit to things that you cannot do? Another reason why you keep on saying no is because you have low self-esteem and you need to work on that. You need to work on your confidence. And if you think you fit into that category, go watch my last video on how to become confident, because when you're truly confident, there's no way that you cannot voice your opinion. Another reason, which is quite unfortunate, is the friends or the people that you have around you. As much as you guys might say your friends don't impact the decisions that you make, they do. There's this one quote that says, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. A lot of times when you're in a friendship, you might not want to do certain things, but because, oh, I'm part of this friend group, I want to do it. I'm gonna do it so I don't miss out. Which is why it's really key to pick friendships that inspire you. They don't force you into things that you do not want to partake in. They make decisions that align to the same decisions that you are. I'm going to give you guys a couple examples of how to say no in certain situations. It's nice, it's sweet, it's direct, but I'm still saying no. Instead of, the more you say yes, you're not doing things that you actually want to do. You're draining your spiritual self. You're draining your core values. So over time, you obviously are going to burn out. Saying, oh yes, of course, I can make it to party. Even though I'm really busy, yes, I can totally come. Switch that to, I really appreciate the opportunity of inviting me, but I have a prior engagement that I will not be able to come to that party, but thank you so much for inviting me. Or you could just say, no, thank you. Or let's say you have an unwanted commitment that you cannot make it to. Instead of saying, yes, sure, I'm gonna make it, just simply say, no, thank you. I'm having a self-care day and I really love myself, so I can't go. Even though I gave you all of those examples, all you have to do is just say no. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe and like and leave a comment on if you were able to learn something new today on how you can say no. And I just hope that you guys will be able to get better at prioritizing yourself and the things that you truly want. But yeah, thank you so much and God bless and have an amazing rest of your day.